Well, hello to you, and you. Welcome into Brainley's Virtual Tour Live, the prime time edition. We have a lot to talk about tonight, per usual. Lizzo was outside for the Grammys, and some people have some feelings on that. I'll tell you who has feelings about that. Toni Braxton and the Braxtons are coming back to TV. We TV. I'll give you the intel on that. Byron Allen had a lawsuit with McDonald's. There's an update on that. I'll tell you about that. Kanye West. Lord hell. I mean, what else do I need to say? It's Kanye West. We'll talk about what's going on with him. Keke Palmer. Like I said in my description box, I need you to use the palm of both of your hands and permanently terminate your baby father's rights. But we'll talk about why. Jonathan Majors. Man, listen. Streaming is changing in the world of sports. I'll tell you about that. And DanSchneider, there's been so many documentaries on YouTube about him. We'll talk about it. Higher is weighing, low is available. But either way, we are live on tour. Let me take down this iconic intro here. You see the virtual tour background, you hear the virtual tour music, and then there is me. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. Glad to have all of you here. By the way, shout out to Chef Don trending at some point. 41 Fit. We took care of some bear's nest today. Man, everybody's got a doppelganger. Lord help. Ain't it sad when your doppelganger has a broken mental health diagnosis just like you? That's sad, ain't it? Anyway, let's roll along. Glad to have all of you here. Let's do what we do and go on tour because we do have a jam-packed show for you all tonight. All right, let's get started with Lizzo. So Lizzo Grammys invite slammed. Accuser's attorney claims double standard. Okay. Lizzo presenting at the Grammys raised many eyebrows, including those of the lawyer repping the backup dancer suing her, and he's claiming female privilege is the only reason she was there. Niyama Rami, who represents the multiple Lizzo accusers, tell TMZ that he's disappointed the singer was tapped to present the Best R&B Song Award and openly wonders why the Recording Academy will opt to give a platform to someone who allegedly sexually harassed her backup dancers. Nima tells us that he smells a double standard at play here, knowing that if a white man faces the same sort of sexual harassment, racism, and fat-shaming allegations, he doesn't think there's any way that they'll be afforded the same opportunity Lizzo got. Simply put, Nima thinks the Grammys has turned blind eye to Lizzo's controversy because she's a woman. He's bummed they invited her amid the claims against her, and that is the attorney Nima Rami. However, he remains confident the truth will come out when his clients prevail in the lawsuit, a result he hopes will prompt the Recording Academy to start believing people who are brave enough to come forward against powerful celebrities. By the way, Lizzo has outright denied these ex-backup dancers' allegations. Still, many viewers at home share Nima's shock at seeing Lizzo on stage with the sentiment that she's being suffered zero consequences after the lawsuits, which have not settled or gone to trial yet. As we report, 3 of Lizzo's former backup dancers, Ariana Davis, Crystal Williams, and Noah Rodriguez, sued the singer in August of 2023 for allegedly creating a hostile work environment. 2 months later, she was hit with a similar suit from a separate dancer. Worth noting, TMZ obtained legal documents in October where 18 members of Lizzo's touring company wrote declarations standing with Lizzo, disputing the claims made against her. We reach out to the Recording Academy for comment. So far, no word back. My lord. You know, I understand how they feel. You know what I mean? Because I was a little confused myself. I'm just like, are you serious? You really are out here doing this right now? Are you ucking for real right now? Like you went to Amsterdam and allegedly forced a woman to play with a woman that put a banana in her water. You had allegedly your, choreographer, drag somebody for being a virgin, and your choreographer, doesn't believe in, releasing herself, but she said, I made a oopsie. Really? Really? Not to mention, as well, there was a rehearsal. There was a rehearsal where they had to be there for 12 hours and one could not use the restroom. And then allegedly it was going to be Lizzo, whooping somebody's behind. So, so to me, it's just like, are you really joking with me? Are you really joking with me? And this was cool with the Recording Academy. Okay. I just listen. I know innocent until proven guilty, but I mean, if you haven't seen, if you haven't seen the allegations against Lizzo, you might want to do your research, because honestly, it's just no, I'm not here for it. Not here for it at all. So we will keep an eye on it for you. I will keep an eye on it for you with Lizzo. So, it is what it is, child. Hey, Mr. Real Talk Prince, welcome in. Glad to have you here. All right, y'all. More Virtual Tour Live coming at you. So we got Lizzo on deck. Now, this next one, man, coming to us from Variety, the Braxton's family returns to WeTV in new series despite their previous clash over Braxton family values pay. The Braxtons are returned to WeTV 2 years after the passing of Tracy Braxton, a singer, actress, and TV radio personality who appeared in all 7 seasons of the previous series for the AMC network's own cable Braxton Family Values. The Braxtons will feature remaining family members Toni, Tawanda, Trina, Tamar, and matriarch Miss Evelyn, reuniting to share new love, success, heartbreak, ongoing family dynamics, and so much more. WeTV announced Tuesday during their AMC Network's portion of the Television Critics Association Winter 2024 press tour. According to WeTV, the new series will chronicle the Braxtons during the pandemic quarantine and the chronicle aftermath of the passing of Tracy, who passed away at 50 after a bout with esophagus cancer, or ethological cancer. Thank you all for sharing our lives, Braxton matriarch Evelyn said in a statement. I hope that through each one of our experiences, you'll grow with us, inspiring you in your endeavors and teaching you the importance of family, love, experiencing life. We're not perfect. We're only human. Look at God. The hour-long episodes will follow the fast-paced lives of Toni, Tawanda, Trina, and Tamar as they balance out relationships, motherhood, careers, family, and most importantly, their sisterhood. Braxton Family Values aired for 7 seasons from 2011 to 2020 and spawned off the spinoff series Tamar Events. The run was marked by occasional disagreements between the Braxton family and WeTV over their compensation for the show. Tamar later cut ties with WeTV after she alleged that the network betrayed, overworked, and underpaid her. At the time, which came after an attempt to take her own life, Tamar also highlighted the need for there to be a union for reality TV personalities around social media. They currently have no formal representation that protects our labor, our rights, and our voices. Such a conversation has been more prevalent inside the unscripted series community over the past year. As for the new series, WeTV shared an update on the family members. This season will feature Toni launching her Las Vegas residency, Love and Laughter, with Cedric the Entertainer at the Cosmopolitan. Tawanda is balancing business and motherhood as she raises 2 teenagers, all while playing a major role in the life of her nephew Kevin, who is navigating life without his mother Tracy. Oh, Lord, Trina is balancing her businesses. I hope Bar Chicks is mentioned because I miss Bar Chicks. I've never been, but I heard it was a good time. So hopefully that'll be coming back soon. Room for Trina with that. Trina balancing her businesses and being a mother of 2 to her 2 sons, navigating adulthood. And Tamar's expanding her music and media empire, balancing motherhood and navigating how to juggle it all. Will we say JR on that? or no. The Braxtons will also be produced by a new company. Executive producers include Tara Long and Rai Caro, Handy for Blink 49, and Dari Turner for Dari Turner Productions. Tony, Tamar, Trina, Tawana, Evelyn Braxton are also EPs. Very nice ownership there. While Angela Mobley, WeTV Senior VP of Development and Original Production, is also an executive producer. It is not overstating things to say this is one of the most significant developments in the history of WeTV, and the moment the fans have been waiting for since the final episode of Braxton Family Values aired on December 17th, 2020, said Britt, Miss Duke, head of content, WeTV and All Black. The Braxtons are one of the founding families of reality television, and WeTV viewers were along for the ride through every moment of the original pioneering series, which spanned 148 episodes. Where are the royalty checks? Okay, listen, they made it to syndication. We are thrilled to be welcoming back and once again to be able to share these dynamic relationships and all the highs, lows, triumphs, setbacks, and drama that fall in between. You know, when I heard about Braxton Family Values coming back, I was indifferent, right? But I also cared because Tracy's no longer here, right? And I just feel truly that, with Tracy no longer being here, it's like, what's the point? But also, too, I think there's been enough time since 2020, 21, 22, 23, 24. It's been 4 years since the Braxtons have been on TV. I think 4 years is a long enough break. I think there are some new storylines. And not to mention, too, I would love to review the Braxtons on YouTube. So there you go. I do hope that they carefully give Tracy's son, Kevin, some love, grace, and space. Because, to lose your mother, that is hard. And then to go on reality TV and not have your mom upon the earth anymore to help you with your journey in life, that's difficult. But at least Kevin got to see his mom see him to, 18 and seeing him with a wife and seeing him with a child. So she got to at least see her son make it. So I'm pulling for the Braxtons. I'm glad that we're live on tour. I'm glad that they have ownership in the show because ownership is key for your freedom in terms of your creativity and your financial equity. So shout out to that. They did not say when it will be a release date. Let me go to WeTV.com just to see if anything is popping up there. Let's see. So you got Bad and Bougie premiering 2/15. By the way, Carlos King has like a contest where like 10 fans will be able to go to the premiere of Bad and Bougie. So I'm looking at WeTV right now. It's nothing about the Braxtons on here. It's not like a sneak peek trailer or anything. So I'm guessing they're still filming. But yes, that will be coming out soon. All right. Sounds good to me. Let's do what we do. All right, y'all. Y'all see it. Byron Allen loses $100 million fraud lawsuit against McDonald's over ad spending on Black-owned media. The lawsuit accused the fast food giant of failing to live up to a pledge to increase spending with Black-owned media from 2% to 5% by the end of this year. McDonald's has defeated a lawsuit from the Allen Media Group accusing the fast food giant of lying when it pledged to increase national ad spending with Black-owned outlets to boost sales and avoid high-profile legal action over alleged racial discrimination. Near the height of the Black Lives Matter movement, a Los Angeles judge on Sunday dismissed the suit, finding that McDonald's will likely win the case if it's allowed to proceed, since the company has more time to live up to its vow. Lord help. Lewis Miller, a lawyer representing the Allen Media Group, says the ruling will be appealed. He stressed that California law bars companies from making false statements to the public. McDonald's, in a statement, said the court's dismissal proves that this was another frivolous lawsuit brought by Byron Allen as part of his smear campaign against the company. Really? Do we need to go back to the fact that Facebook and Google are getting rid of diversity, equity, and inclusion. If you are not doing what you say that you're going to do, McDonald's, he just pointed it out. I'm just saying, right? Oh, Lord. The Weather Group, under the umbrella of the Allen Media Group, AMG, sued McDonald's last year over statements indicating that it will increase ad spending with Black-owned media companies from 2% to 5% by 2024, which looked for upwards of $100 million, accused the company of never intending to follow through with the goal of growing sales and avoiding a mass boycott of its business. Siding with the fast food giant, the court concluded that AMG is likely doomed to lose the case. It stressed that the lawsuit was filed before 2024 and this year just begun and has not passed. In declaration to the court, AMG Chief Revenue Officer Darren Gallett said that the company submitted a proposal for $30 million in ad spending to McDonald's, which rejected the offer and agreed to only spend a fraction of that amount. He attests that McDonald's needs to spend roughly $25 million with Black-owned media by this year to reach its goal. But even if the testimony is true, Los Angeles Superior Court Judge Mel Recana said that the company still has 11 months remain to follow through on its promise. It is purely speculative to conclude defendant will not perform on its promise, even if defendant has not yet committed the amount needed in spending, stated the order, which Noah, a McDonald's executive, told the court that the company plans to split its national ad budget with Black-owned companies as well as production houses and content creators. Well, hell, where is the Black and Positively Golden content creator collaboration content forum? Okay? Listen. Did a comment on McDonald's today saying, why don't we have the Black and Positively Golden Entertainment Awards? Come on now, McDonald's, listen. Lord help. Moving for dismissal of the suit, McDonald's argued that the suit is intended to chill its free speech rights rather, because it's based on a press release describing the company's goal to increase national ad spend on Black-owned businesses, which is a part of a national dialogue by racial inequality and systematic racism. Ruling in favor of the fast food giant under California's anti-SLAPP law, which is intended to protect free speech by preventing bad actors from exploiting the courts, Judge Recana noted that AMG Allen Media Group did not dispute that the release constituted a public statement in connection with a public issue. He rejected arguments that the statements in the release are unprotected because they fall within the commercial speech exemption of the statute. Under the carve-out, statements consisting of representations of fat for the purpose of promoting the sale of goods or services are not protected. The judge stressed, however, that the fast food giant never touted its food products in the release. And while Allen Media Group maintained that McDonald's knew that diversity initiatives can increase sales, the suit failed to show that such broad statements about the efforts being good for business is sufficient to show that the fast food giant issued the release to promote its food business, the ruling said. The court explained being good for business can mean a number of things, such as establishing goodwill rather than specifically promoting or securing sales. Despite the dismissal, there's a parallel suit against McDonald's from AMG proceeding in federal court. The suit alleged that the company engages in racial stereotyping through a tiered advertising structure that differentiates on the basis of race. It pointed to an African-American tier with a much smaller ad budget and less favorable pricing. That lawsuit against McDonald's is alive and well, is heading for trial. So here are the court documents here. I'm not gonna read all this. I'm just showing y'all the court documents. Okay, just to let y'all know. This is where you probably can download this. And there it is there. Yep, you can download this PDF and share it. So there it is there. I will download it there. So can I download it? Let's see here. Oh, you guys sign up. Of course you do. Okay, well. Anyway, y'all see the document. Listen, all they need is money. The only person that had Tracy's back was her daddy. They all treated her like a stepchild. She always was true to herself and had to fight. I don't care. I can't stand for Tamar. Well, tell me how you really feel, Miss Sheila Williams. Tell me how you really feel. Like I said, I think Tamar has grown somewhat, but she hasn't grown too much because she threatened Jesse Wu with being her best friend's, actual social self, right? And I'll never forget the moment where, they were all trying to do a Christian gospel album. And Tamar Braxton said, Jesus paved the way for me. And Toni was like, well, listen, I'm on this label. So me being able to be on this label will allow them to bring all of us on since I'm on the label. That makes my case stronger. I didn't like that moment. You know what I mean? And that moment with Yall Van Sant and Miss Evelyn. Y'all remember that moment. You want to go to the word? What the word? I got this, Trina. Here we go. Say something. What was it? Oh my God, it was so epic. You say one more word and I got you. We will respect her. Child, you cannot tell me Miss Evelyn did not throw down in that house. Do you hear me? Listen. And you know what? Honestly, I'm glad that Miss Evelyn is still here because I feel like the Braxtons can continue because of Miss Evelyn. If Miss Evelyn wasn't there, I wouldn't watch it. Not saying that Toni, Tawanda, Trina, and Tamar are not amazing women characters on the show, but you do need a soul on the show, right? And I think Miss Evelyn keeps all of them in check responsibly. You know what I mean? So, but yes, indeed. So we covered Lizzo, Toni Braxton, Byron Allen. Lord help. Okay, so this is what Kanye West has to say. Okay, listen, here we go. Okay.
Hey, we just sold out the United Center in 7 minutes, and I just wanted to express to everybody out there to see if it's anyone that can help with this. It's the only arena that I had access to in the past year, and when I call, people say there's no avails for me. And you know why that is. So if there's anybody out there that can help with this, please do. But it's Yay.
Right here. I have not been allowed to perform in a year. It feels like the Elvis Presley movie. So here are the comments. Black people, this is not our business. Tell Bianca or Kim. Not sure why you're telling us that when you had a choice, just like you claim our ancestors did. They made theirs. After telling us black people slavery was a choice and then saying stuff about Jewish when they own everything, what did you think was going to happen? I see nothing but intelligence. Try Candace Owens wearing your White Lives Matter tees on FaceTime when you ask her, damn! Go to Mar-Lago and tap dance. All these people are some savages. The very people you're disparaging are the ones telling you, hell no. Ooh. Build your own arena, sir. The offended party is blackballing you. Damn, he doesn't need to perform. He needs a prescription. You know what? The chat is, ooh, Lord, man. Every action has a reaction. Kanye, you definitely ished on power, folks in Hollywood. They definitely will make it harder for you and those who help you. Woo. One more time. Let's go over it one more time, y'all. Let's go over it one more time.
Hey, we just sold out the United Center in 7 minutes. And I just wanted to express to everybody out there to see if it's anyone that can help with this. It's the only arena that I had access to in the past year. And when I call, people say there's no avails for me. And you know why that is. So if there's anybody out there that can help with this, please do. But it's Yay. We just sold out the United Center in 7 minutes. And I just wanted to express to everybody out there to see if it's anyone that can help with this. It's the only arena that I had access to in the past year. And when I call, people say there's no avails for me. And you know why that is. So if there's anybody out there that can help with this, please do.
Okay. All right. So here it is here from page 6, child. Okay. Oh, Lord. Man, oh, man, oh, man. The 24-time Grammy-winning rapper seemingly claimed that he's having a hard time booking venues for his gigs, suggesting that's because of his past experience that has caused his finances to crumble. You don't say. You don't say. Taking to Instagram Tuesday, the father of 4 spoke about his newfound hardships in a now deleted lisp-heavy video caused by the installation of his $850,000 titanium dentures. After telling his 19 million followers, 19 million, good damn, that he's having trouble booking arenas, and you know why that is. Absolutely, we know why. The only arena he's been able to book for his tour is the United Center in his hometown, Chicago. Well, listen, Kanye, I mean, the only thing I could suggest you do, bro, is you go to the United Center and just say, hey, listen, I'm going to do a United Center residency, and you make your money back through that. That's about the only thing you can do, bro. Like, now, see, here's the thing, right? Now, if I call the United Center and say, hey, I want to do Brayley's virtual tour live at the United Center, Mr. Lee, who are you? Who are you, Mr. Lee? But if Kanye calls, it should be done, right? Oh, man. Oh, Lord. A mere 6 hours later, West seemingly confirmed that he's been finally given the go-ahead by the business to book their venues after all. West then posted a screenshot of a text from his booking manager with read, crazy amount of nonstop phone calls from all around the world. We'll send new offers and availability tomorrow. His booking manager also implied that West is looking to secure a venue in Australia. So this is Kanye West here. How many offers and avails have we received since I posted the videos? Crazy amount of nonstop calls from all over the world. We'll send new offers and availabilities tomorrow. I'm Australia. I'll send what we need for the passes. We'll organize at the building. Oh, Lord. West then shares a series of screenshots seemingly showing reps from other venues getting touched to book with the rapper on his Instagram story. The venues he is seemingly interested in securing is the Petco Park in San Diego, California, SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, several New York City venues, Galaxy Arena in Hong Kong, as well as Brasilia, China, and Egypt. So I'm guessing that this will showcase. Okay, no, it didn't showcase the text messages. Okay. So in December, West, who lives with bipolar disorder, rated about 45 Jesus, and the man who thankfully was handled disrespectfully. He went on to tell the crowd to shut the up before ranting about how the rich ucks in the room have their kids enrolled in Zionist school, blasting the private school his children attend. But yet he opened up his own school that wasn't accredited. And because of his mouth, his basketball team could not perform or go to any basketball tournament. So it had to be other black basketball players to help those kids go to tournaments because of Kanye's mouth. You know what's amazing? People will praise an idiot just to be around the idiot. Ain't that amazing? You know, Kanye West has bipolar disorder. And I do pray for people with mental health. But, most people with mental health, they actually take responsibility for what they do. Kanye, you're big mad, just like some people on YouTube that, oh my God, I don't do nothing to nobody. I mind my business. Y'all shut up. I'm not a bully. Well, if what someone is saying ain't true, why are you responding? But if you respond, it must be true about you to some degree, right? If you the greatest genius of all time and you could book any venue in the world, why didn't the venue say yes to you, Kanye? Come on now, man. Like, you can't You can't be this damn stupid. I mean, I know there's some people on YouTube with a broken diagnosis that are fucking stupid. And that should have been swallowed by their mama. And some of them should not be mothers and fathers, nor guardians. But that's neither here nor there. Just like you shouldn't have your parental rights for your kids. You moved across the street from your ex-wife, bro. You put Pete Davidson in the ground in claymation. You sent a whole truck full of roses. And then you try to come through like the so-called hero that you are with a copy of the S tape, right? Right? You made it so difficult for her to divorce that you drug out divorce proceedings, bro. Not to mention you said things about Jewish people that I will not repeat. And then you say, we're not black, we're Indian. Show me where there's black on the map. And then you had the Black Dassy, Black Proxy, and Black Imagination to get upset with a photographer from TMZ, who's a white woman, by the way, who asked, does your wife have power? Because you seem like a fucking narcissist. Really? Really? Really, Kanye? And then you go online and say thank you to your wife of 140 IQ, this, that, and the third, when half the world turned their back on you. No, you did things for people to turn their back on you, Kanye. Take responsibility for what the hell you do. Hell, some of y'all are professional victims out here, and it is sad. It is sad when you are not mentioned in no conversations, when nobody wants to invest in you, and when you're screaming to the world and nobody wants to hear you. That's a sad state to be in. But hey, listen, we all need examples of what to be and what not to be. Thank God kids grow up and they can have the right to reject their parents. I said it. I said it. And you know, shout out to the people that are parental figures in the community. The grandmothers, the grandpas, the uncles, the aunties. And shout out to people who call CPS to make sure that things are okay. Because if you guys just type in abusive parents, you will see so many stories that it will have your blood boiling. So listen, I'll put it like this. If you're doing what you're supposed to do, being a parent, you won't have anybody called on you. But if you're not doing what you're supposed to do, you deserve what you get. If you bring a life into the world, you should be responsible for it. That's all. So, and Kim, please take away Kanye's rights, because trust me, when North gets 18 and starts dating and stuff, oh my God, he is going to lose it on every dude. Ain't nobody gonna want to date his daughter because of their crazy, bipolar, broken, diagnosed dad. Child, let's pray for the kids that come from broken homes. And thank God they have their own choices when they grow up to be their own person. Amen. Let's roll on. Speaking of parents. Speaking of parents, y'all. Keke Palmer's baby daddy, Darius Jackson, has pondered giving up custody of his son. He says, I feel for the dads that gave up when it came to custody. It's mentally, emotionally, physically draining. You lose yourself. My spirit is too strong to give up, but I totally understand. I have pondered it. Thank God I have an amazing circle. Darius, dude, really, Darius, is this what we're doing? Is this what we're doing? You're the one that did tug of war with your baby, right? You're the one that said expletives to your son about your baby mama, Keke Palmer. You're the one that slammed her on the back of the stairs. You're the one that slammed her on the back of a couch. You're the one that went into her bedroom door at 11 o'clock in the damn morning. Her sister and her mama had to come down the stairs. You are the one that Keke Palmer's mama said that your big bro who was on Insecure used to be that way as an abusive person. That's what you and your brother did. And now you want to ponder giving up custody of your son when you brought him into the world. You know what? Honestly, bro, just give up the rights. Trust me. And listen, this is not me supporting breaking up a black family, but sometimes some families need to be broken so kids can have peace. This is a prime example. If somebody called CPS on Darius, they had every right to do it. Every damn right to do it. Some people don't deserve to be parents at all. At all. Whether you in LA, whether you in Ohio, whether you're Arkansas, whether you're in Florida, whether you're in Chicago, whether you're in Miami, Florida. Do we not remember Trayvon Martin and an idiot who couldn't mind his own business? And the hell has been following him ever since. Kids matter, man. They do. It's crazy to me after the fact when parents who have abused their kids, I didn't mean to abuse them. I had a horrible childhood and nobody loved me. There are plenty of people that their parents didn't love them, but they grew to be better than their parents because they took responsibility. They went to therapy and they were still in who they were and what they could do for themselves. I'm tired of people sometimes, man. I really am. Especially the ignorant ones. Jesus Christ. I can't do it. Oh, Lord, I can't do it, man. I can't do it. Man, you got catfishes and people with broken diagnosis receiving attention. Ain't that sad? But you know what's amazing too? For the same thing of people with broken diagnosis, for people with broken diagnosis for, mental health, and people who are catfishes, there are great helpers and there are great founders of organizations like She Knows. We covered that here on Virtual Tour Live, that they just received $2 million in funding for expecting and new mothers to track their symptoms being pregnant. So that way they know how they can be at the hospital delivering Black life into the world. Not to mention She Knows also created the Pink Book, which is different locations across the country that will let you know where you can have the best chance to bring in a Black life. Those are the women we should be supporting. Not some women on social media or in the world that should have been swallowed by their mama. I said it. So, it ain't gonna do nothing. Because let me tell you something, if you respond, it must be true about you to some degree. Like I always say, if what someone is saying ain't true, don't respond. But if you respond, it must be true to some degree. So what? It's crazy how they want to talk about everybody else, but when you get called out, oh my God, they're bullying me. Takes a bully and know a bully, don't it? Anyway, let's roll on. So speaking of people that should have been swallowed by their mama, Jonathan Majors accused of abuse by two more women Lovecraft Country crew members were called difficult behavior. And y'all remember Majors was convicted of reckless assault and harassment in December. Two women came forward with new abuse allegations against Jonathan Majors on Thursday, accusing the disgrace after physical emotional abuse in a report from the New York Times. The report also cited interviews with 20 other people who alleged that Majors has a history of volatility and volatility per the Times, that he repeatedly confronted female co-workers while on the set of the HBO series Lovecraft Country, leading several to complain to the network. I wonder if Journey Smollett has stories, because Journey Smollett and Jonathan Majors acted in many scenes together. The Times report references accounts from Emma Duncan and Maureen Cooper, who said they dated Majors between 2013 and 2019. Duncan told the Times that Majors physically and emotionally abused her, and Hooper alleged emotional abuse. Per the report, both women described Majors as a controlling, threatening figure who isolated them from their friends and career pursuits. Prajit Chaudhry, a lawyer for Majors, told the Times that relationships with Duncan and Hooper were both toxic and admitting admitting that he did say hurtful things but denied most of the claims of physical abuse, and that he did not know about the HBO complaint. In Charles Reed's response, also obtained by the Howard Reporter, she said while Majors and Duncan's relationship was mutually emotionally volatile, he did not physically abuse her. The new revelations only come 2 months after Majors was found guilty of reckless assault in the third degree and harassment in the second degree, stemming from an incident in March 2023 between the actor and his ex-partner Grace Jabari. The latter testified while the two were riding in the car, she saw a text message on his phone suggesting he was cheating on her and grabbed it from him. She said the actor then injured her by prying her finger from the phone and striking her head as he tried to take the phone away from her and then later threw her in the back of the car. The charges carry a potential sentence of up to 1 year in prison or probation. At a hearing Monday, the sentencing was delayed to April 8th. You lose your sense of worth, Duncan told the Times of her relationship with Majors. She also was engaged to the actor from 2015 to 2019. She and Hooper both recalled Majors love bombing them early in their relationship, showering them with romantic gestures before ultimately turning physically violent or emotionally violent. By the way, this is the Million Roses. These roses last for 3 years, by the way, okay? I'm not going to lie. That gold one with the red, I would like that for my, as a gift, but, it'd be nice if that happens for me, but, listen, I'm open to love. I am. And I hope that happens. Oh, Lord, I just need her mental health to be together, because if it's a broken misdiagnosis on her, I'm moving away from her. Look, well, look, when when the person from The Exorcist, the power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. Listen, some people need to be hexed out of your life. As there was a quote on Facebook one time that said, God removed you from people because God heard the conversations that you did. How about that? In a statement submitted during the pre-trial, I'm sorry, y'all. I can't do it. I can't do it with the fakery. I just can't do it. Oh my God, y'all can't even see. Ain't that sad? Anyway, so let me Jesus Christ. So here is the article here from the Howard Reporter. I read all that already, right? Right here. So now we are right here. In a statement submitted during the pretrial of Major's domestic violence case obtained by the Times, which per the report was ultimately not permitted to be entered into evidence, Duncan alleged that Majors threatened to strangle and off her in 2016. That same year, she also claims that he slammed her body into their mailbox during an argument, leaving bruises on her back and arms. A year later, she says he threw her onto the ground and bruised her head with his own. I don't know if there was supposed to be his own bat or his own hand or whatever, but it looks like something's cut off there. Hooper's relationship with Majors briefly overlapped with Duncan's, though neither woman knew at the time. In the pretrial statement obtained by the Times, Hooper claims that she was not allowed to speak to anyone about the relationship, isolating her from a support system. She also recalled getting pregnant several months into their relationship and Majors refusing to pick her up at the clinic after she underwent an abortion. Led to believe Majors would not allow her to discuss the procedure with anyone else. Hooper says she walked herself home. I felt trapped and alone, she told the Times. After their breakup, Hooper recalled Majors discovered she was in a relationship with someone else he knew. She claims he called her on the phone to tell her that she was a 304 and said, I hope you die off yourself. I'm going to rip. Ooh. Trigger warning, everybody. This is what Jonathan Majors said to Hooper on the phone. So Jonathan Majors said this to Hooper on the phone. and I quote, "She was a 304. I'm just reading it as I'm seeing it, as you're seeing it. She was a whore, and I said, hope you die. Off yourself or unalive yourself. I'm going to rip out of my heart the way they ripped our baby out of you." I'm going to say that one more time, that particular statement. "I'm going to rip you out of my heart the way they ripped our baby out of you." Now, this is all legend. Oh, Lord. She and Duncan both claimed Majors repeatedly threatened to off himself throughout their relationship. Wasn't that said in the trial with Grace Jabari? Uh-huh. In interviews with cast and crew from HBO's Lovecraft Country, several more people recalled ways in which Major's demeanor validated or ventilated, depending on who was around, often prone to arguments with women. Jessica Polini, Lisa Jurgowit, and several other female crew members recall incidents of being threatened by Majors, while on set corroborated that his behavior made it difficult for them to do their jobs. Times report states that Polini and Zurgreis and a third female crew member eventually submitted a complaint to HBO about Majors, which resulted in the actor being told to apologize. Polini claimed his apology chalked up the incident to a misunderstanding. Chaudhry said Majors had never been told that anyone objected to his behavior. A rep for HBO did not immediately respond to the High Report's request for comment. February 9, 5 a.m. update to include Chaudhry's comments. Oh, Lord Jesus. Y'all. Y'all. I listen. I don't know what to tell y'all. I mean, we covered the evidence from gavel to gavel, right? And Lord, my Lord, my Lord, my Lord, my Lord. So there is some more details, right? So this is from the AV Club, right? Because here on this channel, we go in depth. We give you everything that we can find. My Lord. So amid other statements, Duncan, who was one of the former girlfriends of Majors, Duncan asserts that Major told her to unalive herself, threatened, "I'm going to make sure you can't have children," and on one occasion choked her. I'll say that again. Duncan asserts that Majors told her to unalive herself, threatened, "I'm going to make sure you can't have children," and on one occasion choked her. Cooper's short relationship, which happened while she and Majors were together at Yale, did contain elements of physical violence for her account, but she describes him love bombing her and isolating her from her support structures. Meanwhile, the Times piece included interviews with multiple staffers on Lovecraft Country, which ran on HBO for a single season in 2020. Jessica Polini, a TV vet who served as a first associate director on one of the show's 10 episodes, describes an altercation in which Majors in which he drew her into a private meeting on the show set and told her, "You're not welcome here." Other female staffers said they warned each other to keep their distance from Majors. Point, like, he deserves what he gets. He deserves what he gets. I mean, Sheila Williams said women need to know the men that they connect themselves to, let alone bring a child into the world. Trayvon lived right down the street from his father in Sanford near my niece's home. Sad kids are born from less. That part. And, you know, I was thinking about this with Virtual Tour Live. Like, every show is real. You know what I mean? These are real topics pulled from the internet, and I give soul to each and every topic, right? And I truly want y'all to know that I really do rest with what I say, how I move, and what stories I choose to cover on this show, because sometimes the crown gets heavy, but heaviest that wears the crown. And so it's difficult to be able to balance all these topics because they are so real. Like I said, we're going to get to DanSchneider here towards the end of our show. But if when y'all hear what DanSchneider has done, the trailer, my Lord, my Lord, my Lord. So, first of all, for Jonathan Majors to say to a woman, I'm going to make sure that you cannot have any children. And he said to another woman that I'm going to rip my heart, I'm going to rip the heart out of me like they ripped that baby. They ripped our baby out of you. He deserves everything he's getting. He deserves to be blackballed. He deserves not to work in Hollywood. He don't even deserve making good. He don't. He don't. How dare you say that to somebody? Not just somebody, your girlfriend that you were engaged to. But that's not all, though. That's not all. Y'all check this out. TMZ, Jonathan Majors and Megan Good living together in Big Apple after cross-country road trip. Jonathan Majors and Megan Good are still going strong after his assault trial conviction. They've been bonded. They even bonded further while living in New York City, taking a cross-country road trip together. Sources close to the couple tell TMZ they're easy to spot around Lower Manhattan's Greenwood Village, where they're constantly walking their dog. Not only that, our sources say the couple have basically been inseparable, although we're told Megan's going back to work on the TV show Harlem next week, so they'll probably be spending a bit more time apart. You think? So there's Jonathan Majors. There's Megan Good there. Megan Good and Jonathan Majors haven't been spotted out together in a while. By the way, photographers last snapping them in public way back in December, but there seems to be a good reason for that. They were recently out on the open road driving from coast to coast. In the words of Whoopi Goldberg, Megan, you in danger, girl. We're told the pair drove all the way from Los Angeles to New York City with a quick pit stop in Dallas to visit Major's mother, Terry, who Megan got close during Jonathan's trial. The couple just got back to New York for the last week. It's not surprising they kept a low profile over the past couple of months. All eyes were on Megan and Jonathan during the trial, which ended with the jury finding him guilty on one count of reckless assault in the third degree and one count of harassment. He was acquitted on the two other charges. I feel so sad for this dog. I really do. So let's play this video. This is Jonathan Majors here talking about how he feels. All right, here we go.
Everyone wants to know, how have you been holding up since everything that's been happening in the case and everything?
God is good.
God is good?
God is great.
I mean, how do you keep positive and stuff like that during all this?
Prayer, faith.
Prayer, faith. I know, I wanted to ask, this is a little too much, but I wanted to ask, I mean, I know you got dropped from a couple projects. I mean, I want to know, do you plan to still, do acting?
I think that's enough now.
For nothing now? Okay. All right, thank you.
So that's what Jonathan Majors had to say on 1/29/24. As Majors told himself, he's relying on God and in the faith in the aftermath of his conviction leading up to the sentencing in April. He seems to be relying a lot on Megan too. Mm-hmm. Oh Lord. So let's look at the comment section for the Jasmine brand. Why is she writing for him? It's weird. Who the uck he pissed off in Hollywood? I know Megan's ex is like, what the uck is she doing? So Megan going to ruin the career she barely has. Oh, not barely has. She's on Harlem. Now, I will say this. Harlem on Amazon Prime, they do storylines based off of real life. Now, if they do a storyline based on what Megan's going through, they put in the show, then we really know that they paying attention. So can we sue exes for this type of talk? Black women, stop being the cleanup woman. Ooh. LOL, my exes told me I was the worst. I'm about to tell on them. Pusha, don't do that. Don't do that. I'm starting to think them church folks are right about her, because what the fuck? Y'all keep saying who he puts off in hollow like he's the real victim. He needs to learn how to keep his emotions in check and keep his damn hands to himself. To be honest, one of my ex, when she was mad, would really say horrible stuff to me, even though we both know she can't hurt a fly. Does that mean I can sue her now? And this is a man saying this, by the way, y'all. This is a man saying that. Bye, Megan. Don't come back crying about him either. You have a front row seat. You still want to sit beside this dude. Girl, I'm gone. Why, Megan? Of all the men she attached herself to, Megan been in the streets, though. She's just bougie with it. Whose tea did he piss in? Not Devon. You know what? I'm done. This is calculated. I know that D is good. You know what? Megan, run. Devon got to be cackling because you went from being Miss Ride or Die. You went from being that to being Miss Ride or Die. All right, girl. Meg better run. The D can't be that good. Interesting, a lot of women calling her the Lulu when they stuck beside men who have done worse in their past, but feel that they could change him or she's different. Let us mind our own business because we don't really know the relationship. To keep it a buck, people say hurtful things in relationships when they're upset or hurt themselves. Let's keep judging. Golden Girl keychain. You really believe that, though? Like, see, some people, they just jump in the comments section without it. Look, use it again. You know what? I'm liking that comment. Let's see what the replies are. Yeah, Megan had to throw you on you because I know damn well you haven't been dating enough for them to live together. They need to mind their own business, and we should too. Megan, we need to examine you. Megan, you made your bed. So as y'all can see, the comments are commenting. Okay, so there is that. Oh, Lord Jesus. Okay. So we went through Lizzo, Toni Braxton, Byron Allen, Kanye West, Keke Palmer, Jonathan Majors. Now we're going to go to the world of streaming. So I thought this was interesting. Disney, Fox, and Warner Brothers Discovery team up on sports streaming venture. Disney, Fox, and Warner Bros. Discovery are teaming up for a sports streaming venture set to launch this fall. Details, notably including the price, are still coming into focus about the outlet, which will pull the resources of the top 3 owners of sports rights. The new venture is designed to preserve the linear TV feed, with programming being provided on a non-exclusive basis that could prevent more uneasiness among viewers and pay TV operators who are in an unsettled state about their favorite action stay shifting online. Major announcement from the free company said the venture will feature the NFL and other major professional sports leagues and tennis grand slams, combat sports, and college games made available directly to consumers via a separate app. The new service will also be able to be bundled with Disney Plus, Hulu, and or Max. NBC Universal, which is not a part of the venture, recently saw positive results from its streaming-only carriage of an NFL wild card playoff game last month. The company declared its audience of 23 million viewers on Peacock made the game the most streamed event in U.S. history, helping justify the reported fee of $110 million. Good damn for the rights to the game, along with NBC Universal, which has the rights to the NFL Premier League, which is football, which is soccer, by the way, Major League Baseball. Paramount Global is also missing from the new venture. Paramount's rights portfolio include the NFL, NCAA men's basketball, the PGA Tour, and soccer's Champions League. Fox, Disney, and Warner Bros. Discovery has been discussing the notion of a team up in recent months, People familiar with those talks have told Deadline the effort to band together is an acknowledgement of the increasing pressure being applied on traditional media companies by cord cutting as well as deep pocketed tech companies taking a closer look at sports. Amazon has locked up the long term exclusive rights to Thursday, NFL Thursday Night Football, and also streams MLB and other live sports on Prime Video. So, for those of you who don't know Thursday Night Football, it was shared by Fox, right? It was shared by Fox, and then it was on Amazon Prime, and then Amazon Prime got the exclusive rights because it was Michael Strahan, Terry Bradshaw, Howie Long. They were in New York City on Thursday nights because Michael Strahan's an anchor on Good Morning America, so they moved the whole Thursday Night Football show for him, and then I think it was the NFL Network and then Amazon Prime that shared it. So that's just a little context on Thursday Night Football there. Apple has also gone into business with Major League Baseball and formed a venture with Major League Soccer. YouTube has recently taken over NFL Sunday Ticket in a $14 billion bill. Netflix has also been making moves toward a full embrace of sports. The most recent sign being a 10-year, $5 billion patent for WWE sports adjacent Raw franchise. It made a bid for Formula One rights in 2022, motivated in part by the breakout success of its behind-the-scenes F1 series Drive to Survive. Lord help, the notion of a JV joint venture is particularly interesting. Ooh, excuse me. The notion of a joint venture is a particularly interesting development for Disney, given its buyout of Comcast's financial stake in Hulu and also its development of a standalone version of ESPN that would be more robust than ESPN Plus. Those efforts in tandem with a quest to find an outside partner to help with distribution, possibly a top-tier league like the NBA or NFL. For those of you who may not remember, I covered this, that the NFL may be the new owner of ESPN. Yeah. Are continuing with the new ESPN product expected in the next year or so. In the official announcement of the joint venture, Disney CEO Bob Iger noted that the full suite of ESPN channels will be available to consumers alongside the sports programming of other industry leaders on the new app. It is not clear what kind of price point will be required in order to support the range of high-priced programming ticketed for the new joint service, but appears to certainly test the hour limits of what many streaming consumers are accustomed to paying. Over the past year or two, a number of regional sports services costing upwards of $20 per month have launched but gained minimal traction. Of course, cord cutting has also been accelerating at a rate approaching 7% in the fourth quarter, a development that has leached away valuable sources of income for sports right holders paying escalating rates for many properties. Of the three partners in the joint venture, Fox is the least encumbered in terms of needing to feed a streaming portfolio. The free ad-supported service Tubi, which Fox acquired in 2020, mostly carry on-demand titles. Live viewing on other Fox streaming platforms generally require users to authenticate they have a pay TV subscription or basically a cable subscription. And see right here, Amazon lands exclusive rights to NFL playoff game next season following the success of Peacock stream. So as you see, sports and streaming, there is a war going on. In the announcement, the CEOs of the three founding companies all rhapsodized about its potential. Iger called the joint venture a significant moment for Disney and ESPN, a major win for sports fans, and an important step forward for the media business. He saluted ESPN chairman Jimmy Pitaro and other ESPN executives for innovating on behalf of consumers by creating new offerings with more choice and greater value. Fox's London Murdoch said the company is pumped to be a part of the new entity. We believe the service will provide passionate fans outside of the traditional bundle of the array of amazing sports content all in one place, he said. Warner Bros. Discovery David Slasloff said the new service exemplifies our ability as an industry to drive innovation and provide consumers with more choice, enjoyment, and value. We are thrilled to deliver it to sports fans. More will undoubtedly be set on the venture Wednesday when both Fox and Disney reported the quarterly earnings. Wall Street Journal had the first report of the joint venture. Well, that was a lot to say. For those of you who don't know what Hulu was the network's answer to Netflix. So Hulu was Disney, Universal, NBC Universal, and it wasn't Fox. I'm trying to think. Let me look it up because I know it was Disney, Comcast. Oh no. Sorry, y'all. Let me look up Hulu. Hang on. Hulu. Okay. History. So it was NBC, Universal, Hulu, and then it was MSN, MySpace, Yahoo. I'm trying to see. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure that I got this here. Oh, yes. So it was Warner Bros. Discovery, Time Warner, Disney, and NBC Universal. So NBC Universal sold their stake to Hulu back to Disney, right? So that is that. And then HBO pulled their content, made HBO Max. So that's what happened. Okay. I knew it was a third partner in there with Hulu. So with that being said, like I said, I think this is going to be quite interesting. I feel that it's probably going to be a pretty penny. It's probably going to be maybe $75 to $100 a month. That's just my take. With that. So, yeah, just saying. Okay. There we go. Sorry, y'all. We are live on tour. Y'all give me one momento here. Okay. Oh, good Lord Jesus. Why is so much going on YouTube? Good Lord. Listen, trying to be supportive to everybody, but good Lord Jesus. Good Lord Jesus. Trying to balance out everything over here. So, I'm still here. Mm-hmm. Amen. I am so proud of Freddie. For those of you who don't know, Freddie said that he is cool with his moderators, and y'all need to get off of that, telling him what to do. So to the person that said, I ain't no bully, I was just trying to protect Freddie, Freddie stood on business. And what you gonna say to that heifer? I ain't gonna say a damn thing. See, that's the problem with people. When people stand on business and they don't listen to you, you get big mad because you thought they had to kiss the ring, and when they took the option of not kissing the ring, you big mad. But why are you big mad when that was their right? You had the right to give an option. You had the right to give yourself as an option. They had the right to reject you as an option. Oh, it's good to stand up for yourself, ain't it? All right, y'all, let's roll on. We got more Virtual Tour Live coming at you live right from the space right here and right now. All right, y'all, this story here, man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. So those of you who don't know DanSchneider is a legend in kids television, right? And I say that because he created iCarly, he created Sam and Cat, he created Victorious, he created all that. He created basically Nickelodeon, right? And so the allegations that has happened of this man, there's so many documentaries on DanSchneider's absolutely ridiculous. Alexa Nicholas from Victorious has been saying stuff about him. She was on Victorious. So just wanted to let you guys know that. So here we go. This comes to us from Variety.com. Investigation Discovery has unveiled the trailer for Quiet on Set, The Dark Side of Kids on TV. Actually, let me restart that from the top. Because I need to be on camera for this. I know it's past an hour and I do my whole thing, but we're gonna get there. But I need to be on camera for this because we cover everything. Right is right and wrong is wrong. So, with that being said, let me start over again. Investigation Discovery has unveiled the trailer for Quiet on Set, The Dark Side of Kids TV, a 4-part docuseries revealing the toxic work conditions behind children's shows for the 1990s and early 2000s, specifically from DanSchneider, the creator of beloved shows such as iCarly and Zoe 101. The series will premiere across 2 nights on Investigation Discovery from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Pacific on March 17th and 18th. Per a press release, Quiet on Set sheds light on a allegedly insidious environment rife with allegations of abuse, sexism, racism, and inappropriate dynamics with its underage stars and crew. Featuring cast members, writers, and crew from Schneider's popular Nickelodeon shows. These include former All That cast members Giovanni Samuels, Kyle Sullivan, Brian Hearn, and Katrina Johnson, director Virgil Gabriel, as well as Amanda Show writers Jenny Kilgan and Christian Stan. Alexa Nicholas will also be sharing her experience working on Zoe 101. So I know Giovanni Samuels. I don't know her well, but I got to meet her in the cast of All That when I was in elementary school. I was on Nickelodeon in 2003 for the Snick Sleepover Jam. I'll never forget it. I think I told y'all this story before. But I went to an elementary school in Little Rock, Arkansas. And let me see here. Oh, thank you. Sorry, y'all. But yeah, I went to elementary school, and this was when content was really good. So it was an entry form on the back of a Lunchables box, right? And so you had to submit the entry form. So I told my teacher, do not throw away the box. Do not throw away the box. So I submitted it. And Nickelodeon kept calling the house every day. My dad thought it was a gimmick until he picked up the phone and Nickelodeon said, your son has won a trip out to California. And my dad was like, what? So I got to go out to California, got to stay at the Sheraton Hotel. We got tickets to Universal Studios Hollywood. We still got pictures. I still have the folder saying I won. And the VHS tape we still have the VHS tape. We haven't converted it to DVD. But yes, so I was on Saturday Night Nick on Nickelodeon. So when I tell y'all I've been in the game for a very long time, I'm in the game a very long time, so I got to be on the set. I got to see Bruce Willis. You know, he was the voice of Spike in Rugrats Go Wild. I got to meet Drake and Josh. I got to eat slime, and I got to hang out with the cast of all that. And so I'll give y'all a funny story. So one of the scenes for Saturday Night Nick Sleepover Jam 2003, it was, you know, they're telling the scary story. And so me being from Arkansas, when you know, being down south, we take what you say literally. So I was like, ah! But what they wanted was, so I was the kid that messed up the scene. We got it fixed though. And then there was like Nickelodeon Blast Zone and Shrek 4D. It was so amazing. All expenses paid and everything. So that's how I know Giovanni Samuels. Now, I didn't know all this was going on. I was just there for, I think, 1 week, I think. Additional cast and crew from iCarly, Sam McCann, Victorious would be featured on the docuseries, as well as Mark Summers from the popular game show that put Nickelodeon on the map for their unscripted content. Double Dare. Qui-Gon said will also offer emotional testimony from cast members' parents who said they try to advocate for their children on set. Schneider, who was referred to in the trailer as Nickelodeon's golden boy, helped launch the careers simply. There we go. Sorry, who was referred to in the trailer as Nickelodeon's golden boy, helped launch the careers of Josh Peck, Drake Bell, Miranda Cosgrove, Ariana Grande, Jamie Lynn Spears, and more. In the trailer, interviewees explained that working for Dan was like being in an abusive relationship, detailing various complaints filed about the showrunner over the years. Per the release, the series contained allegations that shined a spotlight on these emotional accounts, chronicling a pattern of gross, abusive, and manipulative behavior that unfolded across decades, as well as exclusive stories about child predators on set. By combining interviews, archival footage, scenes from shows, and social media commentary, Quiet on Set will recontextualize moments from Schneider's series. So, Mary Robinson and Emma Schwartz directed the series, which is produced by Maxine Productions and Sony Pictures Television, nonfiction in association with Business Insider. Hours after this post was published, a spokesperson for Schneider reached out to Variety with the following comment. Dan cared about the kids on his shows, even sometimes with their own families. Unfortunately, did not. He understood what they were going through. He was their biggest champion. The fact many of the kids on these shows are put in the untenable position of becoming the breadwinner for their family, and the pressure that comes along with that. And on top of that, the difficulties of growing up and having to do so in the spotlight while working at a demanding job, all as a child. That's why there were so many levels of standards, executives, lawyers, teachers, and parents everywhere, all the time, on every set, every day. However, it's still a hard place to be a kid, and nobody do that better than Dan. Editors note the story was updated for comment from DanSchneider. See full trailer below. So before we see the full trailer, I want to type this in for y'all, so you guys will know. Now I'm not playing about DanSchneider, okay? That this is a real thing, okay? So I am just pulling this up, okay? Here we go. So Sloan is a great content creator. DanSchneider, Nickelodeon stars exposed DanSchneider. Like I said, Alexa Nicholas. I will be watching that a little bit later on tonight. Cruel World, Happy Mind, another great content creator. I watch herself all of the time. A Nickelodeon Nightmare, the allegations of DanSchneider. Slander T, Creepy Moments compilation. Charles Purdo, DanSchneider's Nickelodeon's Creepiest Secret. BJ Investigates. Dan Warp, which is DanSchneider's production company, Dan Warp. Oh, Lord Jesus. So as you can see, it just keeps going on and on and on and on and on and on and on. So all these videos right here are DanSchneider. So you can find many, many videos. So with that being said, we are now, make sure the chat is chatting very responsibly. notes. No problem. Oh. Thank you so much. See what happens when people defend you. Oh, I know she big mad. The bully over there is big mad. That Freddie says, my mods are my mods and get off of them. Oh, you big mad. I ain't gonna say shit about it, bitch. Anyway, with that being said, let's watch this trailer for DanSchneider, Quiet on Set, The Dark Side of Kids TV. Here we go.
In the early 90s, Nickelodeon was kid everything. And you better hope that your house had cable.
Wasn't there to educate you. We were there to have fun, to get slimed, to be entertained.
And this is when DanSchneider arrives, Nickelodeon's golden boy. He created these shows that were hugely successful for them.
No one had ever really done sketch comedy starring kids for kids.
He launched the careers of child actors who became major stars.
For 20 years, he shaped children's entertainment and culture.
Thank you for being here.
But that marked one of the darkest chapters.
Here we go, y'all.
Working for Dan was like being in an abusive relationship.
Dan's treatment of people on his shows was an open secret.
So my lawyer filed complaints, gender discrimination, hostile work environment, harassment, and it was so devastating.
How safe can any kids be in that environment?
There would be even bigger problems down the line with actual pedophiles on set.
These are 3 predators who worked at Nickelodeon, all in a short amount of time.
Hey guys, we're ready for you.
It was a toxic environment. It made me trust people less.
We were there for so many hours. You get comfortable with people until you're not. I had no idea what I was saving my son from. It was a house of horrors.
They find this enormous trove of child pornography.
The officer said we found Ziploc bags, each one with a girl's name on it.
11 charges of child sexual abuse related to a child actor.
It made me wonder who was being hurt.
I've been waiting 17 years for today.
It wasn't dealing with anybody on the shows or anything, right?
It was a child actor.
On one of our shows.
Yes.
Have you ever told your story publicly before?
So, that documentary, that 4-part series of Quiet on Set, The Dark Side of Kids TV, will be coming out across 2 nights, March 17th and 18th, 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. on Investigation Discovery. It will be streaming live it will be streaming, okay. It will be, oh my God, these people are crazy on this channel. Okay. That'll be happening on HBO Max. So, y'all, listen. Y'all go do your research on DanSchneider before watching this documentary. I've been watching the videos for a long time, and I know Alexa Nicholas is plenty excited. And guess what? Nickelodeon is going to have something to say on this. They're going to. So, with that being said, I'm going to turn my camera now because I've done the whole show for an hour. Yes, indeed. So, So, man, there's so much going on in the world that, man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. So I'm gonna drop the link. If you guys want to come up, I know it's only one person, but still, we keep it consistent over here. So we are just chilling at this point, y'all. That is the whole entire show. Went from Lizzo all the way to DanSchneider. You know what I mean? So but glad to have y'all here. Glad to have y'all here. So but yeah, man. You know, there are times where I wonder why I do this show, but then I think about topics like this, you know, children in the world of Hollywood that, you know, they may not be able to have a voice. You know what I mean? And I'm not about that. I believe people deserve to speak their truth fully and unapologetically without fear. You know what I mean? So but yep, y'all can come on up if you want to. Feel free. Man. Well, y'all, at this point, we are just chilling out. Glad to have y'all here. And yes, I'm going to mute my mic up just for a little bit. I am still here if you guys want to come up on stream. Y'all, glad to have you here. Hey, y'all. Oh, man. Oh man, it's so much fun when the rabbit got the gun, ain't it? Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. Oh man. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Oh man. You know what? Listen, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm here with y'all. I'm over here with Freddie. Hang on. Sorry, y'all. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. 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 Everything is going to be okay. It really, really is. Everything's going to be okay. Oh man. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. You know, I have to say this, this channel, man, I never would have considered doing this thing unless it was for a purpose. And, I am so proud that as a Black man, we are able to give diversity, space, and love to people that may be going through a difficult time. I know that for some of you, you may not have a place to fall. You know what I mean? You may be in an environment right now where it's not the best environment. And really, truly, at the beginning, middle, end of the day, that it's hard to wake up some days, and I have to recognize within myself that there is always higher that's waiting for you. And so I hope that what this show does for you all is to show you that there's more to come in life, that we are all imperfect people, but that doesn't mean we can't strive for perfection. What I mean by striving for perfection is striving for the perfection of what we can achieve. You know what I mean? And I really, really want us to win as a people, but also as a people, we have to hold each other accountable, because our lives begin to end. We become silent on the things that matter. You know what I mean? So I really do mean that for sure. So, but yes, indeed. So I really am glad for this channel. I'm glad for you all. I'm glad that I'm able to do what I do with these topics and to be a resource and a place to fall. You know what I mean? So, like I said, my how can I put this? My mom, man, my dad, and my sister. You know, without them, I would not be where I'm at. I would not be where I'm at today without my family. There's just no way this man right here would have the capacity, capability, and comprehension to be able at 29 years old to bring so much soul to YouTube in a way that I don't think I've ever would have thought to be able to do. You know what I mean? So I'm very appreciative of being here with all of you good people. So. But yep, we are just chilling at this point, y'all. Glad to have y'all here. By the way, thank you, Sheila Williams, Mr. Real Talk Prince. I know there will be some more people here. And by the way, y'all, make sure you are subscribed to me, because sometimes YouTube will unsubscribe you. I don't know why. I do not know why, but please make sure that you are subscribed. So. It's so good to see Black people support Black people. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. Oh man, I love my people, man. I can't stand our people sometimes, but I really do love our people, man. I really, really do. So it is all good. It is all good. Oh man. Shout out to Fred Tiffany, man. Shout out to Fred Tiffany. Love that brother. Absolutely love that damn brother right there. Good people. Good people who are good people. You heard? Good people who are good people. We are still live here on Virtual Tour Live. We've been on the highways and byways of the possibilities of what could be for 1 hour, 39 minutes, and 3, 4, 5 seconds. For those of you who are wondering, what is the rundown tonight? We got Lizzo. She was outside at the Grammys, and guess what? The dancers did not like that because she is still going through her lawsuits. Toni Braxton, and the Braxtons are coming back to TV, and WeTV that is. Byron Allen made a lawsuit against McDonald's for $100 million because they did not increase their spending with Black people. And listen, I get Byron Allen, right? I think he is a good brother. He's employed a lot of people of color, and I think he is trying to look out for us. You know what I mean? but also too, you gotta allow people to play themselves out. You know what I mean? So it's only a matter of time. With Kanye West, Kanye being Kanye, you're complaining about that you can't get any venues, but yet you have done what you've done. Okay, my guy. And Keke Palmer, please terminate the parental rights of your baby father, please. Okay, please. Jonathan Majors, dude, you deserve what you get. Like, it's basically game over for you, bro. You should work in Hollywood after what has been said. Like, and Megan Good, girl, you've been warned. You've been completely warned. And then when it comes to streaming and the sports, I think that's going to be quite interesting. You know what I mean? And with DanSchneider, I got a feeling that this may get Nickelodeon to respond. You know what I mean? Because it's been thought about for a very, very, very long time. You know what I mean? So it is. It's all good. It is all good. So, oh man. I sing because I'm happy. I sing because I'm free. I sing because I know who I am and I'm living out how I want to be. Welcome to the Virtual Tour Live, y'all. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Glad to have all you here. Oh, man. Recognize within yourself that slow growth is steady growth. Recognize that. Don't allow your small beginning to dictate the blessing that's to come. They always say don't despise small beginnings. When I first got started, I never thought to get past 1,000 subscribers, so we've done that. And now to be at 91,000 total views. I mean, come on. So, listen. We working over here. We working. And by the way, saying like, comment, share, and subscribe, people want to feel like they're welcomed. They want to feel like they're embraced. They want to feel like they can matter, right? It's just like coming into somebody's house. You speak to them with love, kindness, and graciousness. And if you don't know how to be kind, there's no kindness in you. So, But anyway, we're chilling. Glad to have y'all here. Hey, welcome in. Glad to have you here. I am just chilling. Just chilling. Just chilling. Oh, man. Today was a good day today. It really was. I just chilled out the house today. I've been enjoying resting in my peace more and more and more and more. Man, when you know who you are, all you gotta do is be still. And you know, my mama always said, God can take care of people better than you can. You know what I mean? So yeah, I appreciate y'all. I do. By the way, y'all ready for the Super Bowl? That's going to be happening this Sunday, I think, actually, the 11th. So very excited about that. I'm ready to see Usher's performance. Oh, my Lord. I'm so ready to see Usher's performance. It's going to be a good time. I can't wait to see it. They say he's going to be on from 7:45 p.m. to 8 p.m. So I am definitely ready to see Usher perform. And shout out to Usher, man. I mean, I can only imagine, you know, how I can only imagine how hard you work for opportunity like that to finally get it. It's so amazing. So. Man, oh man. Well, y'all, I haven't been rambling too much. I've really just been saying my piece. I get, you know what, tonight's show, from Lizzo to DanSchneider and everything in between, I just had a lot to say tonight. Not like I don't normally have something to say, but, you know, tonight I just had it. You know what I mean? I just need to say what needs to be said. So anyway, with that being said, let me get the Daily Motivator up for you good people, and then we'll head on out. This is good. This is very, 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 very good. Very good. Let's see here. Deeper perspective. If you think you can do a thing or think you can't do a thing, you're right. Henry Ford. It's time for the Daily Motivator for Friday, February 9th. Deeper perspectives. The problems and disturbances are all near the surface. Go deep and you'll find your way beyond them. The tumult and confusion can be overwhelming if you keep yourself in the middle of it. Take a step back and give yourself some perspective. When you become completely wrapped in the comings and goings of your outer life, it can quickly wear you down. Connect often with your inner purpose and let it revitalize you. There is nothing to be gained from running away or hiding from your troubles, yet there is everything to be gained by detaching yourself from them. You are more than whatever is troubling you. Give yourself some distance and give yourself the opportunity to successfully address the causes of your problems, not just the symptoms. Your difficulties do not define you, yet they do give you an opportunity to move powerfully forward. Go deep to your most treasured purpose, and the storms on the surface can't stop you. Ralph Molson. Quite powerful with deeper perspective, right? I truly feel that deep perspective really comes from you wanting to be deep. I know that sounds really redundant, but it's true. Sometimes we will use humor to get out of situations. Sometimes we'll use, being booked and busy to get out of situations. But in order to have the perspective to know how to handle your life, you have to go deeper. Number two, when it comes to deeper perspective, you have to know that you are more than whatever is troubling you. There's a quote that says, I'm brighter than the fire that's burning around me. Oh, the fire inside me is burning brighter than the fire around me. That's what it is. And what that statement is basically saying is the fire that is inside you to keep going with in your life is bigger than any fire that you will go through. You know, there was the three boys in the fiery furnace, and man, you know, veggie tales, broccoli, celery, carrots, veggie tales. And you know, I remember watching that all the time. There was this Christian store in Little Rock, Arkansas called Mardell's, and my mom and I and my sister would go to that. And you know, they had so many different ways of you being able to connect with God. But the reason why I remember the three boys in the fiery furnace was because when the ruler had determined in his mind that he was going to punish, God said, you may try to punish, but I'm the one that determines the ultimate decision. And I think we got to recognize that just because haters put you in a fiery furnace doesn't mean that God isn't in control. And finally, with deeper perspective, what I've come to recognize from it is just because someone says they have deeper perspective doesn't mean they actually have it. Don't worry about the words that people say. The words Melody Cherie, I don't follow words, I follow action. So with that being said, I love this Daily Mo Very Deep Perspective. It is time for the best outro. Hey, one person, welcome in. Glad to have you here. I've just been chilling out on the highways and byways of the possibilities of what can be for 1 hour, 51 minutes, and 38 seconds. Yes, indeed. Just was talking about deeper perspective. Man, tonight was a good damn night. And with that being said, it's time for the best outro on YouTube. Know what you do and do what you know. Never say you want more special, because you are always more blessing and trust. You may not be where you want to be, but by the end of it, you'll be where you need to be. Do what you've been chosen to do. Why is one thing? Call yourself is another thing. Be chosen. One love, much love, all love. I have spent time with you. You have spent time with me. Hopefully by spending time together, we'll rise up to be great together. And always remember, where you're doing radio, television, YouTube, living your best life, or you just know, hey, welcome in. You just know that your perspective can be as deep as you want to be and dried up as you want to be. Make sure the replay is not just ready for you to watch it, not just ready for you to listen to it, but for you to want to experience it again. I love you. I value you. I embrace you all. See you real soon. In order to receive love, you got to give and receive love. You got to give and receive love. You got to give wherever obstacles you have overcome, wherever success you have achieved. I'm extremely proud of you on this particular day, but if no one else is proud of you, be proud of your damn self. And finally, y'all, don't worry about who has power. The ones you really got to watch for are the ones who know how to use that power, okay? Enjoy the fireworks for the day that was, for the day that is to come, and for the blessings that are on the way for you, me, and all of us as a people, society, and a culture. One love, much love, all love. I feel the love, and I send it right back to you. Enjoy the fireworks, everybody. Good night. Bye, everybody.